Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, bringing you guys my review of episode 2 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. So compared to episode 1 of the anime, this episode didn't really have a whole lot of character introduction. If anything, this episode explored the personalities of each character and their Pokemon. For example, we got to see Poplio swim incredibly fast and Poplio's personality a little bit. We got to see a little bit of Lana, a little bit of Sophocles, a little bit of Mallow, Lily, etc. So we just basically explore the personalities of these characters, and I think that's actually really cool. But the episode starts off with Ash, wanting to stay in the Alola region, or I do believe that was like at the end of the first episode. It's either the end of the first episode or the beginning of the second episode. Either way, Ash decided he wants to stay in the Alola region, which we figured that would happen because obviously there's new Pokemon, we know about the Island Challenge now, and obviously Ash is going to want to take the Island Challenge because that's what he usually does. He goes through the gyms of each region. The Alola region doesn't have gyms, they have trials, so he's gonna do all the trials or whatever. But Ash decides to stay in the Alola region while his mom and Mr. Mime went ahead and went home, and he enrolls in the Pokemon school. Now this is kind of weird but kind of cool at the same time. It's weird because I want to know if they're actually going to be traveling through the region. Is Ash going to have a traveling companion to go with him throughout the entire island, and then when he goes to another island, is he going to have that same traveling companion with him? Or are they just going to stick to the school thing and they're going to stay at the school and they're going to leave school, come back to school, leave school, come back to school? Like, are they going to do that? And if they do that, I don't know if I'm gonna like that much, because like I understand being enrolled in a school, you have to go to school every day except for like the weekends, whatever, but I don't know, the Pokemon anime always focused on Ash traveling through a region, but so far the first 2 episodes have been focused at the Pokemon school, and I don't really want that to happen. I really do want Ash to actually go out and travel through the island, because there's a whole lot when it comes to the island. So I don't know, I just don't want Ash to be stuck at the Pokemon school. I don't want that. But it's cool because he's going to school. He's actually going to school. They actually learn things in school. People and Pokemon actually go to school because in the Alola region you're very close to your Pokemon, which is why Z moves are a thing in the Alola region. But it's cool that he's enrolled in school, because this is something completely new to the anime. We've never seen Ash really in school, so hopefully he learns how to battle a little bit better. Hopefully he learns a thing or two while he's in school. But I don't want them to just stay at the school though. I want them to actually go and travel and catch a whole lot of Pokemon and battle and do the trials and stuff like that, and then hop from Melemele Island to Akala Island, and then etc, and battle all the trial leaders and be able to master Z moves. I don't want the whole setting to be just around the Pokemon school, so hopefully it's not going to be like that. But let me know what you guys think of that down in the comment section below. So in the last episode, and they actually expanded on this in this episode, they mentioned that you in order to master Z moves, you have to take the Island Challenge and complete the Island Challenge. Now, Ash got his Z ring from Tapu Koko in the last episode, and everybody was like, what? Why did he get a Z ring? You're not supposed to have that. That's kind of weird. And Kyoei, he is super duper serious about, Z moves, whatever. He's like, he takes everything serious. Like, oh no, you can't use Z moves, so you do this, and this, and etc. But Ash has a Z ring and he's able to use Z moves now, and it's kind of weird because he's not supposed to have a Z ring right now, but Tapu Koko just gave him the Z ring right then and there. So I don't know how that's going to come into play, but hopefully we get to see Ash use a lot of Z moves in the series, because if not, that's going to suck. But I'm actually really happy though that they gave him the gimmick of the region. Like let's take Gen 6 for example. In Generation 6 there were Megas, and Ash had a perfect chance to get a Mega Charizard, even Mega Sceptile or Mega Heracross, whatever. He could have, or Mega Glalie. He could have had a Mega, but they didn't give him a Mega Evolution. Instead, they gave him a Battle Bond Greninja. Now, the Battle Bond Greninja, I will admit, it was pretty darn cool, and that Greninja was pretty busted, but they didn't give him a Mega. They didn't give him Mega Charizard Y like we all thought. he deserved, you know. Instead, Trevor ended up getting it, which I'm just like, why Trevor? Why not Ash? Just give it to Ash. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm just glad that they gave him the mechanic, the gimmick of the region, which is the Z ring and Z moves. So I'm really hoping that we see Ash use a lot of Z moves in this region, in this anime, and I just really hope he uses Z moves. That's really about it. So other little things about the anime or about the episode, they talked about Pokemon Alolan forms, for example, like Alolan Exeggutor and Alolan Vulpix, Ninetales, and stuff like that. They started talking about them and how the Alola region's climate makes some Pokemon change their form, change their typings, etc. And they were talking about how Exeggutor is a grass dragon type in the Alola region, and how the Alolans think that, you know, that Exeggutor is the true form of Exeggutor. And now I'm talking about this because I actually really want Ash to get an Alolan form Pokemon. What Pokemon? I have no clue. He's obviously not gonna get an Alolan Raichu because he has Pikachu, and Pikachu's gimmick is never evolving because Pikachu doesn't want to evolve. But I really do want Ash to get some sort of Alolan form Pokemon, because I think it'll be really cool for him. Let's say he gets a Vulpix. It'll be really cool for him to have a Vulpix that's not a fire type. It'll be really, really cool because, you know, Ash comes from Kanto, and only Kanto Pokemon have Alolan forms. So, you know, it would be so backwards for Ash to have a Vulpix, but it's not a fire type. It's an ice fairy type. I think that, or is it just pure ice? I think it's pure ice. I think it's either pure ice or ice fairy. One of the two. I don't know. I know Ninetales is ice fairy, but it would just be really cool for him to have a Vulpix, a Alolan Vulpix, or I mean, even Alolan Sandshrew or Geodude or something, or Alolan. What other Alolan form is there? Marowak. I don't really see Ash getting a Cubone, but if he gets a Cubone, there's Alolan Marowak right there. So I think it'll be really cool if Ash got an Alolan form Pokemon. But what kind of Pokemon do you think he should get in the comment section below? So the rest of the episode was basically Ash taking like these kind of tests, but instead of them being kind of like tests, they were kind of like games, you know. For example, Pop Leo and Pikachu raced. It was like a foot race and then like a water race. Pikachu and Togedemaru had to pop as many balloons as they could. And then I think Kyoei and Ash raced on Tauros, for example. So it kind of seems like it was like a test, but they were like games as well. And then the final test, which Kukue was going to do, Tapu Koko flies in and actually battles Ash and teaches him how to use the Z move. Now, this is interesting because 1, Ash is using a Z move before completing the island challenge. 2, Tapu Koko was unfazed by the Z move and wasn't scratched at all. So that's raising the question, how strong is Tapu Koko? Like, just how strong is it? I understand it's a legendary Pokemon or it's a guardian deity Pokemon. I understand that, but bro, that was a Gigavolt Havoc from a Pikachu. At the same time though, it is resisted because it's an electric move used on an electric Pokemon, so it makes sense that I guess Tapu Koko wasn't really phased by it. But still though, just how strong is Tapu Koko? I don't know. But Tapu Koko shows Ash how to use a Z move, which that's kind of wild. A Pokemon teaching Ash how to use a Z move. I don't know, that's kind of crazy. But the episode ends off with Ash wanting to take the island challenge because after he used the Z move, the Z crystal on his Z ring broke, and that shows that he hasn't mastered Z moves yet, because if he completed the island challenge, it wouldn't have broke, but it did. So Ash can no longer use Z moves until he gets another Z crystal. But he wants to take the island challenge, and obviously we're gonna see him take on these trials, and I guess after these trials he will get all the Z crystals needed, and he will be using Z moves in the anime. But I hope we see Z moves at least, you know, not every episode, but maybe every important battle. I hope we see a Z move be used by Ash, or even by a trial leader. I mean, obviously a trial leader is going to use a Z move, but I'm really hoping that Ash uses Z moves just as much as they do. And then at the very, very end of the episode, he gets his Pokédex, but you know, it's just a blank Pokédex for right now. But yeah, that was basically the episode. The episode was really, really fun to watch, really enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot. If you guys watched it, let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section below. Again, let me know what you guys think of Ash enrolling in the Pokemon school in the comment section below, along with what Alolan form Pokemon do you think Ash will get while he's in the Alola region. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button down below to show your support, and if you enjoyed the content here on the channel and you'd like to see more from me, hit the subscribe button as well. So I have to go watch episodes 3 and 4 of the anime now because they just keep pumping out all these episodes, but I'm glad because that means I can make more content for you guys. But thank you guys for watching and listening to this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.